Do you know anything about the momentum? Do you know if one body gains the momentum, then some other body must lose an equal amount of momentum? So do you know the momentum is neither created or nor destroyed? Do you know anything about the velocity?
Every collision in this universe follows a rule. No matter the force, no matter the impact, from the smallest particle to the most powerful machine ever built, momentum is always conserved.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. This is me, Farzana Fayaz, a student of class 9 in Green Valley Educational Institute, Yaripura. And today, I'm standing here in front of you people to discuss a very important topic, that is the law of conservation of momentum. So before I begin my presentation, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my teacher, Mr. Muzaffar sir, who helped me a lot in preparing and understanding this topic. And in my opinion, he is truly an excellent and a very brilliant teacher who always tries his best to explain the concepts more clearly. I would also like to thank another wonderful teacher from this very institution, Mr. Sadzar Ahmed Malik, who is recording this video, and he is also an excellent and a very supportive teacher. So with great respect to my teachers, I would like to begin my presentation on the law of conservation of momentum. According to the law of conservation of momentum, when two or more bodies act upon one another, their total momentum remains constant, or we can say conserved, provided no external forces are acting. The law of conservation of momentum means that when one body gains some momentum, then some other body must lose an equal amount of momentum. So the law of conservation of momentum can also be stated as momentum is neither created and nor destroyed. The law of conservation of momentum is also known as the principle of conservation of momentum, and this principle of conservation of momentum accords with Newton's third law of motion, which states that action and reaction forces are equal but opposite. Now to make this concept more easier to understand, we will take example of two bodies, and with the help of these two bodies, we will try to understand this concept more easily. Now here we have two bodies. This is the body A and this is the body B, and these two bodies are moving in the same direction like this. They are moving in the same direction but with different velocities, and we can say with different speeds. In this case, this body A has greater velocity than this body B, so eventually this body A will move faster than this body B. Now let's talk about this body A. Let's suppose this body A has a mass of m1, as we have already mentioned here on the board, that this body A has a mass of m1, and let's suppose its velocity is equal to u1. As we have already mentioned it here, this body A has a velocity of u1. Now we know that momentum is a product of mass and velocity. Now the initial momentum of this body A before collision will equal to m1 u1. Now if we talk about this body B, let's suppose this body B has a mass of m2. As we have already mentioned here, this body B has a mass of m2 and its velocity is equal to u2. Now the initial momentum of this body B before collision will equal to m2 u2. Now if we talk about the total momentum of these two bodies before collision, that will equal to m1u1 plus m2u2. Now let's suppose these two bodies collide with each other for a very short span of time. And due to this collision, the velocities of these two bodies will change. The velocity of this body A will be acute by this body B. The velocities of these two bodies will change. The velocity of this body A has changed to V1. Let me remind you that the mass of the body always remains same. It will never change. So the mass is same here, that's equal to m1. The velocity has changed to v1. Now if we talk about the momentum of this body A after collision, that will equal to m1 v1. And the velocity of this body B has also changed to v2. And the mass is same here, that's equal to m2. Now if we talk about the momentum of this body B after collision, that will equal to m2 v2. Now here, if we talk about the total momentum of these two bodies after collision, that will equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now let's suppose that during the collision, this body A exerts some force on this body B. Now in turn, this body B will exert some force on this body A. Initially, the force that was exerted by this body A on the body B, we will call it as the action force here. As we have already mentioned that the force that was applied by this body A on the body B, we will call it as the action force here. And in turn, the force that was applied by this body B on the body A, we will call it as the reaction force here. Now we are going to move towards the derivation of this law of conservation of momentum. So firstly, we will talk about the action force here. So for action force, we know that this action force was the force applied by the body A on the body B. So we have clearly mentioned here the force that was applied by the body A on the body B. Now we will find this force by the formula, that is force is equal to change in momentum upon time. Change in momentum here means the final momentum minus the initial momentum upon time. So we have mentioned the force that was applied by the body A on the body B, and we have, here's the final momentum and this is the initial momentum. The final momentum was m1 v1 and the initial momentum was m1 u1 upon time. And we will name it, and we have named it as the equation first here. Now we will talk about the reaction force here. This reaction force, this was the force that was in turn applied by this body B on the body A. So we have mentioned here the force that was applied by this body B on the body A, and again we will find this force by the formula force is equal to change in momentum upon time. Change in momentum again means here the final momentum minus the initial momentum. So the final momentum here is m2 v2 and the initial momentum here is m2 u2, and we have named it as the equation second here. Now according to Newton's third law of motion, action and reaction forces are equal but they are opposite. If this is the action force, it will equal to this reaction force, but it is opposite, that's why here is this minus. Now we will put the values of the first two equations in the equation third, that is this, and we will eventually get our law of conservation of momentum. So firstly, we will put the values of action force here. So action force was equal to this. This is the action force here. So we will firstly write the equation first here. That is m1 v1 minus m1 u1 upon time. That will equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2 upon time. So as we can see here that the time is common on both the sides. It's common on the RHS and it is common on the LHS as well. So we can cancel it out. Now we will get that m1 v1 minus m1 u1 will equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Now we will put the like terms aside. So here we will mention it as, now first of all, we know that the action and reaction forces are equal, but they are opposite as well. So we will mention that M1 V1 minus M1 U1. It is equal to this reaction force, but this reaction force is opposite as well. So minus and plus will equal to minus. It will equal to minus M2 V2, and minus is equal to plus here. So we will mention plus M2 U2 here. Now we will put the like terms aside. So firstly, we will write M1 V1 and we will shift this M2 V2 term to the LHS side. So if it is negative on the RHS side, when we will shift this term to the LHS side, it will become positive here. So its sign will change to plus M2 V2, which will equal to. Now we will shift this M1 U1 term to the RHS side. If this is negative here, it will become positive on the RHS side. So we will write it as M1 U1 plus M2 U2. Now we can also write it as or M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. And this is what we were discussing. The total momentum of two bodies before collision will always equal to the total momentum of two bodies after collision. So this was all about my presentation. I hope my explanation was easy to understand and clear. Thank you so much for paying your attention towards me. Have a wonderful day ahead. Allah Hafiz.